I made a 33-minute video previous to this, but I didn't like it because I rambled for too fucking long, especially since this is like, what, the 5th or 6th video of today. Also, if you hear the whatever ringing thing, that's the washer. Using my tactics, you're gonna see me doing a lot. Imagine if that was a nightmare, like me going like running like towards you. Like that would be fucking terrifying. I'm not even gonna lie. Like my face already is pale enough and round enough and like has these like creepy like wide eyes, looking enough to be like Gandalf. Wait, no, not Gandalf. What's his name? My precious dude. Like, you know, like skeleton, Gygots, the skeleton Japanese, or skinny, like depending on how you interpret it. You know, other languages like never really translate English very well. Anyways, so I made this video because like I didn't like the first one because I rambled for too damn long. But basically, I'm making another video because, ow, fuck me, jeez, did you have to poke me, chair? Like, what do you have against me? You're fucking wood, okay? I mean, I know my species kind of like chops you down and like kills you a lot, but like, can you be nice? Thank you. I've reached new heights of fucking insanity. I'm talking to a chair. I'm apologizing to a chair. I'm losing my mind. Okay, slowly but surely, Shirley Temple. Oh my god, I remember when I was little and I wanted to try Shirley Temple so bad. Like, I always wanted to try them. Like, that was like my dream to try Shirley Temple when I was little. And then finally, when my mom and I went to Applebee's this one time, when she was still put together, you know, I tried a Shirley Temple and I was beyond excited for it. And like the waitress thought I was so cute. She's like, oh my god, you're so cute, like excited. She's like, I'll make this Shirley Temple, extra Shirley Temple for you. And I was like, oh my god, like, you know, childish excitement or whatever. And it's basically just like strawberry sparkling soda with like ice cream. Like, that's all a Shirley Temple is. Oh, and sometimes I'll put like whipped cream on it, but like it's not that much. Like, I could make a Shirley Temple now, and in my dream childhood like imaginings, like I just like, pictured it being just like Shirley Temple, like Miss Tap Dance, like Miss Crazy, like that was gonna be the bomb, like the most amazing thing ever. It wasn't, and I was kind of disappointed, but I still drank it because I liked it, because like it's cherry sweet goodness. I just didn't like, it didn't meet my Shirley Temple expectations. Like, you know, I was disappointed. Like, waitress, like, what happened to the extra Shirley Temple-ish-ness? I'm kidding. It was not her fault. Like, it was just me and my like unicorn high expectations as a child. Oh my god, that reminds me, when I was like, I have so many cousins on my mom's side, but one of them, we were like having a sleepover or whatever, and we were watching like this Barbie unicorn Pegasus shit, and we could have, like, I remember like swearing on my life that I saw like a unicorn in like the street, and they're like, where? And then she like went up to it, and then I like pushed her face against it and like squashed her face against the window, and it was cold because it was like midnight, and she like screamed her head off, and I was like, oh my god, you hurt me, blah, blah, blah. Like, such a mean kid. Like, but in my defense, like, she had done a lot more worse shit to me. Like, I remember one time I almost fucking drowned because this bitch sat on me. Like, we were sharing a kiddie pool, whatever, and she sat on my face in the fucking water and just like sat there. Like, sat there. Like, really, like, bitch, I was like screaming, trying to get out from under her because I couldn't breathe. And she was all like, whoop-de-doop-de-doo, my big fat like little 5-year-old ass is sitting on your face, like it's fine. Like, we're cousins. And she got away with so much shit because like she was like little Miss Angel, supposedly. Like, I fucking like, we did not get the best along. Like, I think she was, like, maybe, like, a few months older than me. But not by much. But we just never got along. Yeah. We certainly were never as close as my cousin Taylor and I. My cousin Taylor, the younger Taylor. Like, younger cousin Taylor. She was, like, maybe my closest cousin ever. Like, she was probably the closest I've ever had to a sister. Still regretful that I don't know where she is exactly, but what can you do? Sorry. But the point of this video, sorry for rambling again, was that I finally found a label for what I'm attracted to, because, like, my type has always been weird. Like, no one's really gotten it, and, like, everyone's always, like, criticized my type and, like, been, like, kind of rude about it. And I think I figured it out because I'm a dominant, primarily, which I didn't even fully figure out until, like, maybe last year. Like, that I'm, like, my personality is primarily dominant. Like, I didn't really figure that out until this year, which it makes sense because a lot of my friends, like, even when I was, like, as young as, like, elementary school, like, 1st or 2nd grade, like, I had, like, a lot of friends that were, like, kind of submissive and, like, very nice and shy, and I was always, like, the wild one and, like, the crazy one, and I never really, like, got why all of my friends were kind of similar. Like, I never really got that, but then I figured out because, and the reason why I always got in fights when I was younger, too, and the reason why, like, a lot of people don't really like me that much. A, I'm annoying, but B, also because I'm kind of dominant, and so people don't like me because, like, I'm very rowdy and kind of controlling, and, like, you know, until you really get close to me, that's when I'm actually concerned and, like, actually care what the fuck you're talking about. But, like, when you first meet me, I'm an annoying bitch. Well, when you first meet me, I'm a quiet bitch who's, like, doesn't want to, like, cause any trouble, but because I don't like conflict. But, like, I know the minute I open my mouth, something's gonna happen. So, like, I'm usually super quiet when I first meet you. And then as you get to know me a little bit more, I get, like, a little bit more confident. And I'm, like, my dominant side shows up. Present. Very present. And then, like, when I get really close to you, like, become, like, your friend. Then, like, you'll get to see my, like, protective, like, caring side or whatever. But, like, for a lot of people, like, they're just always surprised because, like, when I first meet someone, I'm always super quiet. And then, like, when I'm comfortable around them, I, like, show my dominant side, and they're shocked because they think I'm, like, quiet and shy because I'm quiet. But I'm only quiet because I know that I'm gonna scare you away. But, like, also because I don't, like, want to start conflict or whatever. But, like, so I noticed that a lot of my close friends that could actually handle me were usually very on the shy side. Like, I never really got that until I, like, figured out, like, dominant, submissive, like, neutral, like, all of that kind of stuff, personality-wise. And I figured out, like, I'm dominant, clearly, and a lot of the friends that I have, especially the close ones, are usually very submissive. So, like, I was, like, figuring that out, and then I realized that's why a lot of my friends, like, don't understand my taste, because I have taste towards submissive, because that's, like, why I connect with, like, the most, because, like, dominance and dominance usually do not clash well as, like, relationship-wise or friendship-wise, because, like, we're just so similar that, like, we clash. It's like two bulls being in the same fucking, like, enclosure. Like, it doesn't work. Like, whereas if you have a bull and a something, like, equally, like, matched strength, but, like, more docile, like, then, like, you get, like, chemistry, you know? And so, like, that's how it is with, like, relationships and shit. So, like, as a dominant, like, I immediately, like, my taste, like, is prone towards, like, submissive and, like, more shy type and, like, nerdy type, like, weaker types, you know? And most of my close friends are submissive, so, like, the ones that I'm actually comfortable talking about, like, my types or whatever, like, they don't get it because they're submissive, so they're immediately, like, drawn towards and attracted to, like, like strength and like buff, like dominant types, whatever. And a lot of my friends are straight or bi-curious or whatever on top of that. So like a lot of them are not attracted to girls. So like they don't understand like my type at all. And so like a lot of them like we like disagree, and they've always like kind of like criticized or made fun of me because of my weird type. But it's just because they're more submissive, so they like don't really like get like my dominant like stuff, you know? And so it's not a like bad thing. It's just like I've just kind of like realized that like this is how like the psych connections work, you know? And so yeah, figure that out after like what, 16 years? 16 and 2 months? 3 months? Whatever. Yeah, so that was interesting to like figure out, and just kind of like, oh my god, I'm smart, really? Huh? What? Oh, I'm not really smart. It took me 16 years to figure that out. But yeah, it's kind of like nice to like figure out like why certain things are happening within like your society and relationships and stuff. It's kind of like nice to know like what's going on, instead of just being like, oh yeah, this is this way because I don't know, it's just this way, and like finally like figuring out why it's this way, or like having your own theory of like why it's this way is like pretty fun and interesting. And like, you know, I get philosophers now. Like I used to be like, how do you like have like a job where you literally just think? Like I don't get that. Like that's just, this sounds so boring to me. But like I kind of get it, because like you just have all these questions, especially in that time when literally inventions were just so like criticized upon. And so like being a philosopher, I get it, because like it is fun to think, like, you know, and like it's fun to make connections and shit, and like be an inventor or whatever, or just like understanding things that like you didn't understand before. It's like it's fun to like understand shit and like not just like blatantly accept it. But yeah, like, oh, the sky is blue because the sky is blue. Like, no, the sky is blue because of this and this and this, and you know, connections, like reasoning, you know. But also I noticed that I have a few friends that are dominant that I get along with, somewhat. Like we'll have our little mini fights, but like we still end up like kind of being friends a little bit. But I'm not as close to them as I am with my submissive friends. But like I am kind of friends with them, and like we're kind of like close, but like we're not really that close, you know. And so like they whenever I talk to them about my taste, like I would like will always be surprised, because like our tastes will kind of be similar, and our ideals will be kind of similar, whereas a lot of my submissive friends, our ideals are like very different, and like it's very different, but like it clicks, you know, like it connects. Like we have our differences, but like they're similar enough that like we can still connect, you know. And whereas my dominant friends, like we're just so similar that like it's like like it's just like like you're too much like me, I can't. Like it's like if you like see someone who like looks just like you when you're on the side of like the road or something, and just like it freaks you out, and you're like obviously like repelled by it because like it's just so unnatural. Like that's how you feel when I like befriend someone who's like dominant, or someone who's like really similar to me, because I'm just like, I'm like, it's freaky, like I don't like it, like we're too similar, like we need to like no, like that's how I feel like whenever like I befriend someone who's like dominant. Like it's just like we're still friends, and like we can relate on some things, but like if we get too close, like we just like automatically like break off, because like we just can't handle each other because we're just too similar. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's like something in the psyche that does that. Science might look it up later or something, but yeah, it's just like nice to know like friendship connections and shit, and like relationship connections and shit, and like yeah, I'm probably gonna have a lot of these kind of conversations with you when I start, what is that called? What is that class called? what is it called? Psychology. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start psychology junior year, and it's probably gonna like make me have a lot of these kind of conversations with you, because just having these kind of conversations with you is interesting and fun, and psychology is really interesting and fun, and like if I'm gonna be taking it, I'm gonna be thinking about this kind of shit a lot, so like therefore I'm gonna have these kind of conversations a lot. Yeah. Also, I like think it's so funny whenever I do like late night videos, like my eyes are so dilated because it's dark, and like like your eyes, like your pupils dilate when they're feeling like strong emotion, like fear or attraction or like lust or whatever, but they're also like dilate when like naturally, like for like when there's not enough light, they like dilate to like enter more light or whatever. And a lot of doctors, like when they need to like check your eyes or whatever, like they put like special drops to like dilate your eyes so that they can like check your eyes and see what's wrong with them. That's also like why after an eye doctor appointment, like you're usually like sensitive to light or whatever, because your eyes are forcibly dilated, so like they're super sensitive to light because they're so dilated, because your eyes are like dilate naturally when there's like no light, so that they can let in as much light as possible when it's dark, and then when it's light they like shrink up so that like they don't like get blinded, I don't know, it's science. I'm probably shit at explaining shit if you didn't already know this, so I apologize. I'm really fucking thirsty now. Okay, we're not gonna wait too much. I'm gonna drink a lot of booze. No, I'm kidding. Drink a lot of tea, water, usual shit, and then read, maybe, if I like don't get tired of the fucking book, because like I'm kind of bored of reading those books now. And then or watch YouTube, and then fall asleep. But yeah, it's nice talking to you for the fifth or sixth time. Just kind of needed to get this off my chest, Therapy with you guys. Then no one watches me, so like, why am I saying you guys like again? I don't know. Don't question it. I'm just a sock. Bye.